Hey, what's up, y'all? So my phone went out due to overheating. So I was right in the middle of a thought, and I wanted to come back and finish this. So we were talking about gym personalities, and I'm just going to actually do the last personality that I was talking about. And if you didn't see the first video, please, by all means, go back and check out my live stream that I did right before this. What's up, Dwight? So I was talking about the proselytizing dude, and I'll give you, for those that didn't see the first and might not want to watch the first, I'll just give it a little bit back to you. Talking about how there's personality types, all walks of life, right? And the one of the dudes I was talking about today, or that character that you see in almost every scenario, every gym, was the proselytizing dude, the one that can't wait. Like, he came there to work out, so to speak. What he really came there to work out was his damn mouth. And he just can't wait until somebody sparks up or gets into a religious conversation, and preferably a debate, so that he could just slide right on in and get his workout in. So there was a dude there at this gym that I just left, and the funniest thing happened the last time when I realized, okay, that's this dude. He was digging in this dude hard. Like, he came out of nowhere. I mean, I don't even think the dude said anything about religion or anything. He made it be about that. Like, he went from candy wrappers to, you need to get yourself right right now, because in a minute you ain't gonna be able to eat candy, because there ain't gonna be no damn candy left, because the world is going to blow up in about 3.5 seconds due to the gluttonous candy eaters. Like, he was on that type of shit. So here was the funniest part about that conversation. So somehow he switches the topic to food, and he's going in about all the stuff that God doesn't want you to eat and these kind of things, right? And, I'm familiar with a lot, but he went so far that he basically, by mistake, just because he had to be right, and he just had to be he told this dude, for those that don't see the other live stream I did, the funniest thing happened this time when I was leaving, because the two dudes ran into each other again, and the one dude who's like nonchalant and not trying to start nothing was just like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And obviously they know each other from being there. He said, "Hey man, how you doing?" And the dude looked, out of nowhere, the dude looked at him and he said, "Man, I'm good, man. Everything's good, man. I'm just trying to tighten you up, man. I'm just trying to make sure you tightened up." Because this shit is all about to be over. And of course he's a religious man, so he didn't say shit, but he probably does. And because I could tell this one of those dudes who like you're kind of glad actually that he's now this kind of like hardcore dude, because you could tell if he wasn't this, he'd be the same dude like trying to rob you on the street or start a fight with you or some shit. So anyway, the funniest thing happened though. The funniest thing happened last time, because he's digging in on food and all that he knows about food and all of this religious stuff, right? And he basically, without realizing it, dismisses like food in general, like to the point where he's basically like, "Hey, ain't nothing, out here that God wants you to eat nothing." So then he didn't expect this coming, because he was just going in so hard that the dude stopped and was like, "Wait a minute, well, let me ask you a question. Well, what the hell do you eat?" And the dude, in that moment, he was smart enough to realize that he either was getting ready to put his foot in his mouth, because he dismissed food, y'all. Like this dude was off the rails. And he just went so far he didn't hear himself. So instead of putting his foot in his mouth and having to say something that could possibly put him in a place of vulnerability where his words could be used back on him, or somebody could come at him with something, he lightened up his tone and was like, well, what do I eat? Well, I don't really eat too much of nothing. Like, he was still trying to hold his ground while saying the stupidest shit I had ever heard. He was like, I don't really eat too much of nothing. And then he started to like declare what he ate, but I could tell he was still trying to be cautious, because he's about putting people in traps, not about being put in traps. So he started going down the list. He was like, for the most part, I don't even really do too much. I drink a lot of inshore. And that's, a little bit of, a little bit of something. He said, but like it was so fun because now I'm thinking to myself, if I wasn't who I was and I was another version of this dude, or I wanted to take advantage of an opportunity, I could light his ass up right now. Like the first thing he said was inshore, and I could light his ass up. Like I could go in, I could start talking about how, milk is like regular milk is nothing but pus, and how many cc's of pus is allowed by the Food and Drug Administration, and how much blood is in the shit. Like I could go in, but I'm not that dude though. And the funniest part about it, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is so funny because this dude in his head thinks that, like, yeah, I got it all together. Like he was telling me, I'm just trying to tighten you up, man. I'm trying to tell you everything you need to read, man. And he wasn't open to hearing anything. And even when somebody says something that halfway made sense, he had to spin it because he couldn't be the one. All the while, everybody else just trying to work out. But this dude, once he goes off, that's it. You might as well sign up for another damn gym because he ain't going to stop talking about it unless you just leave it alone and leave him alone and just get the hell away from him. So that was so funny, though. That was so funny. So anyway, I named about maybe 3 or 4 other personalities in the other video. I've been thinking about this for years because I've been going to gym for now 20 years and just kind of tripping off of the different archetypes, the different type of gym personalities. So I have some for y'all. And so, yeah. Anyway, but I just wanted to tell y'all about that funny episode and like pick up where I left off to tell you the end of that. Watch out for the proselytizing dude at the gym. And if you're that proselytizing dude at the gym, stop that shit. Because everybody that comes in there does not want to be talking about religion for 45 minutes. Some people just want to fucking work out. Leave people the hell alone. PD, proselytizing dude, leave people alone. Anyway, y'all, tell me if y'all have ever experienced this. Tell me if you're a recovering proselytizing dude. Well, tell me about the other personalities that y'all see. All right, I'll catch up with y'all. Enjoy your day. Peace.